Welcome to the first episode of the University of Texarkana Bandits Dynasty. As Coach Cofield is ready to go with the guns out, welcome everybody to a new Dynasty. It's fun to get it going and not have to be in character for the first time in ever in a Dynasty. I'm excited for this one mainly because it's going to be a little touch different than what we're used to in Dynasty commentary. We're going to start, though, by talking about some players we didn't talk about before. Dwayne Marley is the freshman backup quarterback, and the only reason I bring him up is he might have a chance to be pretty good in the long run and might be the guy to take over if anything were to happen. So you got to know your backup. Our top pass rusher, Burton Lavelle, and he is really the best thing we've got at pass rusher. That's about it. He is the best edge we've got. I don't know if he's going to be the most dominant, but he's the best thing we've got on paper. At corner, our top corner is King Warwick, the senior out of Louisiana. We got a lot of defensive seniors on this team, but even more so on the offensive line. You'll see in a second what I mean by that. But that's your number one corner right there, rocking 24, and maybe the best name on the team, Mars Milano. Starting at free safety mainly because that name is just too good not to start. So he'll be playing alongside Little Mac out in the safety spot. As for Cofield, we're going the recruiter route this time, because if there's one man who knows players make plays, it's the man they called Megatron 2.0. And as for the coordinators, apparently Keith Heckendorf is a master motivator. We'll take that. And Griffin McCarley is a scheme guru. So we get a bit of everything out of this first coaching staff. Can't say I'm expecting it to be good, but we get a bit of everything. Now, first look at recruits. Eric Bordeaux is the big prize. He's the only 3-star on the board, and luckily, we're the only team that seems to be at all interested in him. That does not bode well, probably. Jason Hook's another one of my favorites. The star in the corner is now a thing where you can favorite your recruits. And offensive line, we need badly. We have so many seniors, and we need these offensive linemen extremely badly. And I thought we might as well add some height and possession to that receiver room if we can get George Vasquez as well. But the big thing is just filling the holes that we're going to have. And strong safety is also going to be one that needs some depth. John Hepburn and Quincy Udo are both guys that I've got on the board to hopefully fill that hole at safety depth in the long run. But it is not going to be easy to even get 2 stars in this dynasty. So we'll see how things pay out. I'm not sold yet. There need to be more recruits in Arkansas, if you ask me. I need more people coming in from Arkansas. The first look at the top 25, and you'll never guess, the Bandits are nowhere to be seen. I know, shocking, you're in awe. But we don't deal with any of these top 25 teams off the bat, and I'm not expecting Arkansas to be a top 25 team come week 2 of the season. First look at the conference standings. I don't believe anyone played in week 0, so everyone's looking at double zeros on their record, as Texarkana's looked at second in the conference, but that's only because we replaced Arkansas State. Let's get down to the field in the Hideout, and you can see by the numbers, even this ain't going to be easy. As we are off in this one, and it's going to be returned by the Rebels to begin things. That one is a solid return there. And you see the impact players, Frankie Rowan and Buddy Gordon for us. We're going to be talking about 28 and 44, I feel, all season long. As the handoff to begin for the Rebels, and it's a good pickup off the bat for a gain of 4. First tackle of the year made by Little Mac. And it's another carry, and Buddy Gordon gets his first tackle. Talk about the man, and he gets the job started. 3rd down and 5. Defense, can you get a stop? Looking to throw over the middle, and it's complete. Buddy Gordon, one of the 2 men there. And that's going to be the start of a drive here now for this Rebels team. It's a good tackle there made. 2nd and 10. Also have to get to learn a lot of this roster name-wise, as there's the first sack of the season, and it's a last name that I've already forgotten how to pronounce. I looked it up last night, and I cannot remember how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, Sterling. I'll figure it out and learn, but you do have the first sack in school history. 3rd and 17 after the sack by Sterling. It's a keeper and nowhere to go. That is exactly what we needed. As they're going to hype up Douglas Falcon here as we go on offense. Hopefully, he'll be as fast as an F-0 vehicle. And off to begin. You can't be shocked. It's Frankie Rowan, and that's going to be a new set of downs, 13 right off the bat. So Jaden Hamilton in the pistol, hands it off. Rowan takes it outside. He's got the edge to the 20, 10, touchdown Bandits. The first touchdown in school history, a rushing touchdown for Frankie Rowan on just the 2nd play from scrimmage. Jonathan West said, you know, he's going to be the best thing we've got on offense, and just 2 plays in, he's the only thing that's happened on offense. So a new drive begins for the Rebels here, as the pressure was coming, but a nice throw there right in the face of Little Mac picks up the first down. Bandits defense is going to be the weak point of this team, and I think it's very obvious why. But as I say that, it's Eldridge picking up the sack. Yeah, I can't remember his first name off the top of my head. Never mind, Thimba Eldridge. I got it right before they told me on screen. But Thimba Eldridge picking up the sack. So 2 already this week, and I will say the defense has already outperformed what I expected from the line. As a screen set up here, and that's going to be a solid pickup as Mars Milano, the man that brings him down. The best name on the roster. As another sack. The sacks are lining up. It's, I believe, Belauke Bordeaux. Or Bouchard, sorry. Or, I'll get the name right. It's Bekel Bordeaux. Bouchard, there we go. You know, I'm still learning the names. We're new here. I gotta get used to it. Give me time. This is like saying Stanford instead of Sanford a lot early on. You gotta give me time. You also got to give the return game time, as Monty doesn't get much there. That is Montgomery Wilton on the return. And just call him Monty for short. Makes things easier. Jaden Hamilton picks up 5 off the ground on that last run. As out of the pistol, it's not going to be good for Hamilton. The first sack of the day for the Rebels. So 3rd and 13. Hamilton ends up with something worse than a sack. It's an interception for the Rebels. You knew it was going to happen. You just didn't know when, right? You knew a pick was coming. As Jaden Hamilton throws an interception before his first touchdown of the season. You know what to expect. And Omar Branch did on that one. Got thrown right to him. And he made the most of it. Once again, intended for Monty Wilton. As a handoff here. And now the Rebels able to get a chance to put points on the board for the first time today. As down he goes. It's the 4th sack of the day. And it's Bouchard again. Mikel Bouchard picking up his 2nd sack, picking up the 4th sack total of the day. And it's already been a good time for that D-line. So 3rd and 14. It's a keeper, but not very far to go. So they will settle for the field goal. It's up. That's a big leg for a kicker. Compared to ours, not our kicker's not going to look that good. But the Rebels get on the board with points. And now Texarkana back on offense. Can we not throw a pick? That's all I'm asking. As Rowan picks up a short gain there. 2nd and 9. Hamilton connects, and Neptune Rollins only able to pick up 1. Some of the names easy to remember when they're that batshit. Hamilton sets the screen for Rowan. He's got room. He's got a first down and more. There's where the receiving game comes into play, where Rowan might be just at his best. It's a delayed handoff. That's Channing Bain, the number 2 running back, as that's going to take us to the end of 1. 7-3. Bandits on top in this one. So, 2nd quarter underway here. Hamilton in the pistol to start it. And he's going to go the air to a wide open Shaq McBath, the 4th, the time traveler, picking up a first down. And he has got the big speed and big playability that this team kind of needs, as they don't really have it anywhere else. Although in practice, Douglas Falcon was doing a good job of it. It's a 2-yard pickup there by Hamilton. Also, keep in mind, this game played on pure Heisman difficulty. I just got sliders and auto subs all set for week 2, so didn't have them here because I was trying to get this video out as soon as possible, but we've got them now, so things might not be, things might be different in this game than they are in the next coming. But what's not different is a Rowan touchdown, this time off the screen, the first touchdown pass of the season by Jaden Hamilton. And it goes to the guy who's going to see the ball in his hands the most this season. And when you can do that with it, even if it's against FCS, we will take it. So back on offense for the Rebels. Hand off on the draw and plenty of room to work with. No one there to stop that first down from ever happening. Shotgun set on 1st and 10. It's a keeper, and that is just a poor play by King Warwick. So another first down, and the Rebels offense continues to roll here. And off again, running right through King Warwick. The Rebels got their momentum going as their tight end picks up a first down. Little Mac at least got there quick enough to try and make the tackle. I'll give him that. Looking to throw. The curl is caught. A new set of downs. And that was Arnaud Fabian making the tackle. And the option keeper is a touchdown. DJ Dilworth scores for the Rebels, and that's their first touchdown of the season, and now we've got a ball game going. I did not expect this defense to be the best thing to see, and I expected it to be essentially the Cincinnati Bengals, where maybe we can do something on offense, but not going to see much on that defensive side. As Hamilton tries to make it look like the Bengals, but that looks more like the 2011 Jags, as an interception quickly to the middle linebacker, and that one was thrown directly to him, trying to get the streak down the field quick, but it did not work out. Another interception for Jaden Hamilton early. And it has gone from, hey, you're on top of the FCS team, to now the FCS team is back in possible scoring range. And off to the Rebels as they go down for a short gain. Well, I'm sorry, it's going to be a short loss. The injury may be an issue for them on their offensive line now, as a handoff, taking it outside, and that's going to be a big pickup for a new set of downs. Texarkana's defense now getting rushed to the line even more. And another handoff means another nice pickup. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff. It's a keeper. A big hit from Little Mac, it looked like initially. But enough for the first, and at the 2-yard line, are they going to punch this one in? And they do. Touchdown Rebels. And for the first time today, the Rebels lead. Bracey with the score. And it is now the first time that the Texarkana Bandits have to fight from behind, getting trounced in their own hideout right now. So 1st and 10, and nowhere to go for Rowan. They were on top of that one. 2nd and 12. Hamilton. Just going to check this one down to Rowan. He's taking a lot of shots today. That wear and tear going to be a factor this year in the game, so we'll see how it affects this team in the long run. And Rowan on 3rd down can't find space. So it's back to the Rebels, who already have a 3-point lead now thanks to the interceptions. Hand off to Bracey, and he's going to get a solid pickup of 6. And Thimba Eldridge has a sack on the day, and now is going to have to leave the field for at least a bit. 2nd and 4, shotgun set. It's a keeper, and Dilworth's got enough for the first, and this is what you expect from a brand new team with a bunch of players who either haven't played in a long time or have never played the sport. This is what you expect as Dilworth gets another nice game brought down by Buddy Gordon there. 2nd and 3. Deep ball, it's caught, left alone. And it is a 2-score lead now for the FCS Midwest Rebels. Sidney Ruth with the touchdown. And, you know, you heard it yourself in the intro. We were going to have a hard enough time against these Rebels. And we certainly are. And it's mainly our own doing. Hamilton connects McBath. There's the athleticism as he broke off a tackle. And another big first down. 25 yards a catch essentially today. Two-minute warning is hit as Hamilton sets up the screen here for Rowan, but he doesn't get one block that he really needed from McBath, but that's expected. 2nd and 8. It's a short one here. That's Monty. Monty Wilton doesn't get much, but it sets up a manageable 3rd and 4. Hamilton connects. Rowan does not have enough, and they are going to keep the offense out on 4th down. Skylar Cofield wants his points. We are nowhere near field goal range, I can tell you that, as that is caught. Wilton, 1st down. Monty seeing a lot of targets. Been real quiet for Douglas Falcons so far. This one's caught. Neptune Rollins breaks off the tackle, and he's going to have it all the way down to the 2. Neptune Rollins, ladies and gentlemen. Another great name. 1st and 10. They flip it to Channing Bain, and Bain is in. He was born in the darkness. As that one right there will at least get them a little bit closer as we get ready to head to halftime. And that will take us to the half. It's 24-21. Bandits are down, but you know what? It's better than I think some people could have expected. And we'll take that. We're in the game, and the only real reason we're not is mistakes on our own part. Jaden Hamilton, 2 interceptions. Both not great. And we let a guy get behind us immensely. But the defense hasn't played well for the most part all game outside of some good play by the defensive line getting to the quarterback. We'll see if we can change things up a bit, but you know who's going to have to take control. It's got to be the running backs with Frankie Rowan. Speak of the devil, we're on offense here to start this second half of play, as they're just going to flip this one to Monty Wilton. He doesn't go anywhere, though. 2nd and 10. Now they give it to Rowan, and he's right up the middle for a gain of about 2 there. 3rd down and 8. Jaden Hamilton with plenty of time underneath. Wilton has enough. He was wide open, and the catch and run there worked out perfectly. Hand off to Rowan. I almost said Channing Bain, and I don't know why, but it's a loss of 1 as he'll stay in the game. Hamilton looks to throw over the middle. That's caught. Falcon. It's the first catch by Douglas Falcon today. There you go. Wearing number 90. It's still weird to see. 1st and 10. Pistol set. Handoff goes to Rowan, and he'll have a short 3-yard gain. We'll take it, though. Any gain is a positive when you are the newest team in college football. As Rowan tried to take it outside a bit, finds enough to get a good gain out of it, and it's a very manageable 3rd and 2. Channing Bain in the ball game, and they go his way. He doesn't have enough power to just run it right up the middle. So 4th down and 2. Cofield keeps the offense on the field. It's a screen. Rowan's got the first and more. He'll take him to the, not the end zone, the red zone. 1st and 10. Delayed handoff goes to Channing Bain. And that's going to be a solid 4-yard pickup. I'm not going to complain. 4 minutes already left in the third. We have killed this third quarter almost completely as Hamilton runs with himself, and he's going to have it all. Touchdown, Bandits. As Jaden Hamilton, he's made a handful of mistakes. Didn't make a mistake right there. And fun fact, if you look at the numbers currently, Jaden Hamilton has thrown 2 bad passes. Everything else, complete. That's how the day is gone. So 28-24, Bandits back on top. Can they keep it this time around? As that's a great run from Bracey. So Dilworth making a change, moving guys around as the pressure comes, but Dilworth gets out of it and right in the face of Buddy Gordon slides. Man in motion as they go play action, and that one does not get to its target. 3rd down and 7 now. Dilworth takes the snap out of the empty. Pressure coming. Down he goes. It's Bouchard, number 3 on the day. Well, there's going to be a good school record at least at the end of this one. Most sacks in a game. Might just be a really good record right now. As that is number 3 for Bakel Bouchard. And it's a new drive to begin here for the Bandits as there goes Monty. He's got the first down and more. A good move there to get more yards. And you've got an injury for the Rebels. 1st and 10. I'd say we're almost in field goal range. And now we are as Rowan to the 10-5 touchdown. He wasn't even touched. There we go. That's what I want to see out of this offense. A little bit more. But you gotta love it. Frankie Rowan scores again. And that is touchdown number 3 for him. 1 through the air, 2 on the ground. And we're back in front by 2 scores. Bandits, let's go. As this one is a short catch, but Buddy Gordon the first man there. Dilworth takes the snap out of the gun. Gonna take off with it himself. He seems a lot more comfortable running the football. Speaking of, it's Bracey who goes for it and is brought down. Play action here as that one is caught, and that's a very good play there. Believe that was Irving Lamar that was the initial guy that got there, number 20, as that is a tackle. Speak of Irving Lamar, there he is. So a good defensive stop after some big plays. Channing Baines starting out on the ground here, giving a spell to Rowan as we take you to the 4th and final quarter of action. You see the numbers for Rowan doing exactly what we were hoping he would do. So one more quarter of action to go here. 35-24, Bandits on top for now. Can they keep it? As this is the first run for Leslie Niles, number 47. Now at this point, Rowan was heavily banged up, and this is why you're seeing some Leslie Niles action in the ball game. Delayed handoff, there's Rowan, and he's going to have a solid 8-yard pickup. Still going to stay in the game, though. Hamilton runs out of time, and that's just not getting the ball out quick enough. Sack there by the Rebels. They're only their 2nd of the day. Hamilton going to take off with it. Right up the middle, green grass for days, and he's got a first down. The rushing attack of Hamilton has looked very good today so far. Has nowhere to go there for Rowan. Once again, expecting him to see even more crowded boxes maybe next week against Arkansas, but there's a catch for Neptune Rollins. 3rd down and 5. Can they pick up the first underneath? It's Rollins again. He's going to have the first down. We'll take it. 5 minutes to go here. 2-score lead. You feel comfortable, right? You feel comfortable, because I do. Well, maybe I take that back. Frankie Rowan banged up after that 4-yard gain. That is the last thing we need to see. Luckily, he wouldn't be out of the game. He's just banged up for a bit, which means a little more Leslie Niles and Channing Bain for your viewing pleasure. Bruised ribs going to keep him out for just a bit. Channing Bain checks in. It's a keeper, though, for Hamilton. Makes a man miss. That gets him the first. Slides down safely. And with under 4 minutes to go, in probably field goal range. We're not going to say for sure, but probably field goal range. I would think even more so now. You got to think the game might be over. Hamilton hands off to Bain. He's got the first and more. The ball popped loose. Worst time to fumble, Channing. With 3 minutes to go, Channing Bain loses the ball. And you've got to see this. R.C. Glenn, the man who forces it, guess what he forced it with? His knee. His knee hit the ball out of Channing Bain. That is insane. And just like this little swing pass, it's something we don't want to see. As Jasper Bracey, though, banged up, and that is a huge injury for the Rebels. We'll take it. Hopefully he's okay in the long run, though. Play action. Dilworth, that's a wide open man, and that's going to be a new set of downs. Rebels trying to make the miracle comeback here. With about 2 minutes to go. Dilworth finds his man on the sideline for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. It's a good run, and it's a big one at that. I mean, he had so much room there. That was insanity. 2 minutes to go. Just gets the ball off before the warning, as that's not going to go anywhere. So $158. Dilworth takes the snap. Pressure coming, down he goes, and that one was Lovell. So there we go, another sack on the day and almost an interception by Mars Milano there. 4th and 19 now. Looking to throw. Down he goes. Number 4 for Bouchard brings an end to this one. Big day by Frankie Rowan. Big day by Bikel Bouchard. Those were your two, I think, highlighted guys the most. Hamilton, you'll see his numbers here in a second. If it wasn't for the fact that he has to deal with me throwing the football at bad times, throwing interceptions, he would have been flawless. He would have been flawless on the day. 18 of 20, 228, 2 interceptions. Those were the only 2 missed passes, were those interceptions. That's how well Jaden Hamilton played today. Was not expecting that to start the year. I can tell you that. Now, did I expect Frankie Rowan to have a $125 and 2 touchdowns on the ground? Yeah, that one kind of expected. But it is definitely going to be a running back by committee room, including Hamilton, in the long run, with the way injuries are probably going to rear their ugly head, I'm sure. Also, we got to get Douglas Falcon involved more. Only 1 catch in game 1 for 23 yards. Got to find a way to get the freshman involved. Only one sack given up for a lineman. That was Pegasus Clifford who gave that one up. And Buddy Gordon leading us in tackles with 10 total in his first game. Got to be happy with that. But the big number, the biggest number, is the sack total for not only the team at 7 sacks, but Bakel Brouchard at 4 sacks. That's insanity. That's how you make a name for yourself right off the bat. You had nearly a whole season's worth of sacks in a game. And Sterling, I'm sorry, you did have the first sack in school history, but I still can't pronounce your last name. However, I can pronounce that Frankie Rowan has been the Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week for Week 1. And I think well deserving. He played extremely well in his first game, and we're happy about it. But it certainly is not going to get easier because now we get to take on SEC competition as we take on the in-state rivals, the Arkansas Razorbacks. You can show off the guns as much as you want. Skyler, I don't think it's going to help you beat a team that we are probably going to get demolished by before halftime even concludes.